I'm 19 weeks pregnant today, and these are the questions I'm asked the most. Hello everyone, I realise I never do like an intro actually to myself again. I just go straight in with the vlogs. So if anyone is new here, hello, hi. My name's Nat, I'm 29, I am a wife, pregnant with my first baby. We are due in mid-April. I have a bull terrier, but also I'm just obsessed with the breed in general and all dog breeds, to be honest. I literally live and breathe dogs and all animals, and I don't eat them, just to note. I love all things Bravo. Hey You is my most watched platform, apart from YouTube probably. Actually no, I probably watch Hey You more than YouTube. We're from Kent. Me and my husband have been together for nearly 10 years now, which is absolutely crazy. We were just young whippersnappers when we first got together. I'm starting back up doing videos. I did videos on YouTube a long time ago. They mostly involved eating, to be honest, so I don't know if that's anything you'd be interested in, but please feel free to go and watch my old videos. But more recently I've been doing vlogging each week, and last week's vlog was me announcing that I am pregnant, which is very exciting. I thought this week's video would be fitting to do something specifically pregnancy related, because obviously I've just told you guys that we're having a baby. I thought I would do a video on answering the questions that I'm asked the most by like my friends and family and things. So I think the obvious first question that everyone gets asked when they are pregnant is, have you been feeling? Have you had morning sickness and things like that? So no, thankfully, touch wood, I haven't had any kind of morning sickness. Or any kind of sickness at all throughout the whole pregnancy so far. Do I have a bump? So I'll show you guys. But to be honest, I'm a size like 14 gal anyway. I feel like I had a bump anyway. But like, yeah, you can't really, I mean, I'm wearing black. Maybe a little bit rounder here. I don't know, maybe. It's certainly a bit harder, I would say. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't say it's like an established bump yet, but I'm obviously only 19 weeks, and I think if you do have a bit more chub anyway, it takes a little while for a bump to shine through. Have you felt her yet? Which, yeah, if you are new here, it's a baby girl. So yes, I have. I think, because you never really know if it's just like wind or farts and stuff, do you? But I would say that I have. I think it's felt different to like if I've had trap wind in the past. It's like, obviously they say, oh, it's like a flutter. It really is like a flutter. It's like, imagine if you had a little butterfly just like in your belly, and you would imagine it like, I feel like I've definitely felt her a little bit. Not loads, but like if you really stop and concentrate and sort of like push on your belly a little bit, and then you sort of really like think about it, I feel like you can feel it. But then it's like, you never know if it's just like your brain telling you can feel it, you know. Have I had any cravings? Negative on the cravings front. I'm certainly eating more, but I feel like that's just because I'm not like I've spent my whole life thinking about, oh, I need to lose weight, I need to stop eating, blah blah blah. Whereas now, sort of not really having those thoughts. So I'm just like, oh, if I'm hungry, I'll eat. Sometimes for breakfast I've had 3 slices of toast instead of 2. So I would say cravings is just more food. I would maybe say at the beginning I was swaying more towards sweet stuff. But that's kind of plateaued really now. What supplements am I taking? I've been taking Pregnacare, and we took that whilst we were trying for having a baby as well. Well, we took that like 3 months before we started trying, then switched to the normal Pregnacare. Baby names. So we do have some names. We've had names that we've had for a little while. We had probably made more decisions if it was a boy. I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me. But now she's a girl. There's some names that I've liked for a long time and some new names, and we basically put a bit of a list together that we've got on my phone right now that we are kind of floating, discussing, and we'll see. But I think we probably will end up settling on a name before she's born, and then like maybe use that as her name, like when we talk about her and stuff. I'm gonna sneeze again. I'm not. Hate that. So yeah, we're not set on any names yet, I would say, but we are definitely like, we have a good few names in the running. I like older kind of names, so I don't know, like names that you would have heard during the war, like 40s, 50s kind of names, I think. But I don't know, they give me like wartime vibes. That's probably not really a good way to explain it, but hopefully you know what I mean. Were we happy with a girl, or would we have hoped, were we hoping for a boy or a girl, basically? And I think my whole life I really thought I would be a boy mum. And I'm sure I still will be, like there's plenty of years and babies to come. I feel like as soon as we actually started to think about having a baby, all of those feelings like went out of my head, and it was just like, well, I don't know, either a boy or a girl kind of thing. Where all of like my girls on Charlie's side have just had girls and all got girls on the way. I think just like in my head she was a girl already like anyway. And I was really excited about that, and then it got me excited about all the cute little outfits and stuff. I literally just can't wait. Basically, long and short is, no, I don't think we really had a preference. Charlie thought that it was going to be a boy, but like is completely over the moon to be having a girl. Charlie's going to be the best dad ever. I can't even describe to you. Like Charlie is just such, like he's the best person ever. Like just in general for everything. I literally am so lucky that he is my husband. Because he's just the best, and he is going to be the best dad. She can make me cry. But yeah, he's going to be the best dad ever, and he's going to be the best girl dad. Like, they're just going to love him so much. So we're absolutely over the moon having a girl, basically. Do I have a birth plan? Now, here's the question that evokes a lot of conversation, doesn't it? Birth plan, no, but I'm only 19 weeks. What I would prefer to call it would be birth preferences, because obviously nature will take over, and I don't have the deciding factor as to how my birth goes. That's very clear with a lot of my friends who have given birth, who some have had incredible experiences, some have had some more traumatic, I suppose is fair to say, experiences. My preference right now would be to have a 1 hour birth, 45-minute labour, 15 minutes pushing. How does that sound? I wonder if everyone who's had a baby is just like, what a fool. Obviously, I'm joking though, by the way. Well, am I? Because that would be lush. I mean, that is basically what my friend Lauren had. Shout out to Lauren. She nearly gave birth at the top of her stairs, bless her heart. She ended up giving birth in A&E as well. It was the talk of the town. But yeah, I think I would love, well, I think my top tier would be a home birth. But I don't necessarily feel like I want to do that in this house, because we're not going to be here forever. If anyone is watching this that's watched my vlogs and all of the house stuff, I'll do a little update at the end. Quick snippet, the dream house is gone. The dream is over. But that's fine, there'll be plenty more, and that just obviously wasn't meant to be. But yeah, we're basically looking to move soon, so and hopefully before the baby. So if we move into a new house before the baby, and then we're going to be there for a few years, I would think about having a home birth. But yeah, I feel like I don't want to have a home birth somewhere that we're then going to leave. Like I feel like I would want to have a home birth somewhere that I could then have more babies in, or we would just be there for a long time. Do you know, like, and it actually be a sentimental home. So I don't know. Also, it is a bit spooky to have a home birth. You've not got like everything you need, if anything went wrong, would be in the hospital. But there's lots of stats that actually there isn't more complications having a home birth anyway. In fact, actually you have shorter labours at home because you're more comfortable, your oxytocin levels are higher, and you're more relaxed like in your home environment and stuff. And that is very me. I feel like I don't really like hospitals that much, and the idea of giving hospital birth isn't like something I'm super excited about. But I'm also very grateful that we have the NHS, and that is the situation that we're in. Ideally, I would love to be able to do it just on gas and air, and have maybe a TENS machine. I've seen, is it Lauren Stobart. She had a TENS machine, and gas and air, and her birth just looked lovely. Like it just looked like, for her third baby, just looked gorgeous. I don't know, obviously she's an experienced birth giver at that point. She's done it 3 times. But yeah, so I would love to be able to do it gas and air, TENS machine, labour most of it at home, if not all of it. Do the whole thing at home. But if I can't do that, or I don't want to do that because things might change, Then yeah, labour most at home and then go into hospital for the final push. Obviously, I will go with what my body wants and needs at the time, though. I certainly am not going to be going in demanding an epidural from the moment I get in there. However, if I need an epidural, I would have one. Like, it wouldn't I wouldn't feel any kind of way about having an epidural. However, I would because of the needles, but the chances are if I want an epidural, I then don't care about needles anyway at that point. It's the reason I'd be asking for an epidural is because of how much pain I was in, therefore probably wouldn't care about a needle going into my back. As I say, birth preferences. Mother Nature will decide how my baby comes into this world, not me. How am I feeling about birth? Excited. I'm not particularly nervous yet. I did actually go through a phase at the beginning of being pregnant about thinking about birth and being like, oh my God. Now I've stopped thinking about it so much because it's inevitable. I'm gonna have to do it. And like I've just said, it's not really my choice as to how it goes. I'm just gonna hopefully look forward to it and it be a very positive experience. I feel like the more you like think about something in like a, oh, I'm scared kind of way, the more it builds up. So I'm just a positive mental attitude. I'm excited. I'm excited to experience bringing a baby into this world. Like, how crazy is that? What am I missing the most about being pregnant? No, wait, does that question make sense? Yeah, what am I missing the most from not being pregnant? I don't know. You know what I mean anyway. I think where I don't eat meat anyway, a lot of the like deli meats, rare steak, that kind of thing that obviously you usually miss, I don't miss anyway because I didn't eat it. I mean I do miss it, but like I haven't had that for years, so like it's not like a new thing that I'm missing. And I'm certainly obviously I haven't had any cravings. Like I'm not craving meat in any way. All of my blood tests came back fine for iron levels and everything. So like I know obviously I wouldn't necessarily have to go straight to meat for that anyway, but like I know sometimes the doctors have advised that it may be better for you to start eating introducing red meat, but I haven't had to do that, so that's fine. Brie, I don't really eat anyway either, unless it's breaded brie. Obviously alcohol, but I'd like weaned off drinking a lot anyway, just because my anxiety, hungover and stuff was just through the roof, and it's actually just not good for my brain to be hungover and to be torturing myself for 24 hours afterwards, maybe even more sometimes. Sometimes it would be the Monday scaries. And I didn't want to do it anymore. I had stopped-ish drinking. Like I'd still have like 2 or 3 or whatever, but I'd stopped drinking for a long time before anyway. So that part's not been that bad. And I have had like swigs of Charlie's beer and stuff. Sorry to my baby, but a few sips of beer isn't gonna do anything. Judge me if you will. I've certainly not been drunk in any way. But I don't necessarily even think that I would class myself as missing that particularly. What else? Oh, horse riding and netball are the things that I've missed. I rode it up until 12 weeks because the baby sits in your pelvis rather than growing outside. So if you did come off, you would they would be protected like within your bones basically. And we just weren't obviously doing anything crazy, and we would do more road work than in like the fields or the woods, because then she's less likely to get fruity because she's more controlled on the roads. You don't have to. It's more for like experienced riders that would continue, whereas I'm not an experienced rider by any means. However, I am looking forward to the maternity photo shoot that me and Lindsay are inevitably going to do on Roxy, because my sister's a photographer. How dreamy is that? And then, yeah, netball had to stop after 12 weeks. I played up until 12 weeks, again, because they're more protective. But, yeah, after that, stopped playing, which is a real shame. So those are the 2 things that I've missed the most about being pregnant. What we've bought. So we haven't really bought anything, to be honest, I don't think. We've been given gifts of like cute baby clothes and stuff, which has been absolutely gorgeous. And we've got quite a little collection coming on. Oh, I did buy a vintage bundle actually yesterday of like Next baby clothes, and it was actually like £10, and it was like 25 summer outfits or something crazy. Because we're going to be going on holiday when she's 3 months, going to France with all our friends, and we're driving over there as well. Yeah, there was some really cute little outfits in this bundle, and it was literally like a tenner. I don't know if you're going to be able to really see, are you? First one was this. How cute is that? just like little embroidered flowers with like birds and butterflies on. This was another reason why I got it. Look at that. These three that were like, that one's obviously got a cute little hat with it as well, which is so cute. Just, yeah, there's loads of things in here, to be honest, loads. So a bundle of 25 summer outfits for a tenner. I just thought, well, that'll do. They're all 0 to 3 months and they're all from Next, so I think I got a bit of a bargain there. Baby bundles on Vinted seem to absolutely be the way to go because there are some real steals on there. What else have we bought? Oh, I bought a pregnancy pillow. So we bought, and behind it is a little nursing pillow as well. I got them both in the same week. I just got a bit excited and bought them both. They're the BB Hug Me ones. BB Hug Me pregnancy pillow and then the BB Hug Me nursing pillow. But I got them on Vinted again because they're like £160. I got them both for like £100. We haven't really looked at prams or anything like that really yet. They all look the same to me, so I don't really know what happens there. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else really that we have bought. Obviously, as I say, we've been lucky enough to be gifted a lot of cute little things so far, which has been gorgeous. So thank you to everyone watching who's bought something. Really appreciate it. Oh, one of them I've got in front of me and it's literally the cutest thing ever. Oh my god, my friend Anna got me these. Look at them. Oh my god. They're so cute. Yeah, they're literally the cutest things ever. She got me those and she also got me, and just like the box, how cute is the box? She also got me like a Clarins set which has got like bump moisturiser and a nice face moisturiser and stuff in it as well. So very cute. So thank you very much, darling. Love you. So yeah, that's all the questions that I feel like I've been being asked so far. Let me know in the comments if there's any other questions that anyone would want to know at this stage. Also, I would really love it if there are new people watching this that are also pregnant to comment down below. Let's make a little gang of us pregnant ladies trying to find people on YouTube who are posting like at the same time that are also pregnant. But it's actually I find it quite difficult to find other people on YouTube like as easy as I would like it to be. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, so a quick house update for people that have watched the vlogs before this. We obviously had the council come and look at our house and put an offer on it. And it was basically a massively lower amount than we needed and or would accept. They offered like £20,000 lower than what the estate agents have said we would likely sell for. So that wasn't very nice. That also just means that we're now going to have to go on the market and we are going to have estate agents fees, etc. So yeah, that's not been fun. Also, the other house had an offer on it from someone who has got an offer on their house already, so they've obviously had to accept that. Going on the market on the 18th of November, and then once we've got an offer on the house, then we'll start to look at other houses. But that's that. So that's the update on the house. Basically, who knows is the update. Who knows when we'll be in, whether it be before baby girl arrives or after. Who the frick knows? But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little sit-down Q&A session. If anyone is new here, please like and subscribe. I'll be posting every week, either on a Thursday or a Sunday. The chances are it's probably going to be baby related now. I'm going to be switching between like vlogs and just like sit down videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate any support and comments, views, anyone subscribing, etc. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.